In the legal realm, distinct concepts such as capital, assets, and equity hold significant implications for various aspects of business operations, financial transactions, and legal proceedings. In legal terms, capital refers to the financial resources or funds invested in a business entity for the purpose of generating income, facilitating operations, and pursuing growth opportunities. Capital encompasses both tangible assets, such as cash, equipment, and inventory, and intangible assets, such as intellectual property, goodwill, and brand reputation. From a legal perspective, capital represents the financial foundation of a business, providing the means to acquire assets, finance operations, and pursue strategic objectives. Capital can be raised through various sources, including equity financing, debt financing, and retained earnings, each with distinct legal implications and obligations. Assets, in the legal context, encompass all tangible and intangible properties, rights, and interests owned or controlled by a business entity. Legal assets may include physical assets, such as real estate, machinery, and inventory, as well as financial assets, such as cash, securities, and accounts receivable. Intangible assets, such as patents, trademarks, copyrights, and goodwill, also constitute valuable assets that contribute to a business's value and competitive advantage. From a legal standpoint, assets represent the property rights and interests vested in a business entity, subject to legal protections, obligations, and liabilities. Proper management and protection of assets are essential for safeguarding a business's financial interests and legal rights. Equity, in legal terms, refers to the ownership interest or residual claim in the assets and earnings of a business entity held by its shareholders or owners. Equity represents the portion of capital contributed by shareholders in exchange for ownership rights and entitlement to a share of the business's profits and assets. From a legal standpoint, equity signifies the shareholders' equity stake in the business, reflecting their ownership rights, voting power, and economic interests in the company. Equity holders bear the risk of loss and enjoy the potential for financial gain based on the performance and profitability of the business. Legal obligations and rights associated with equity ownership include voting rights, dividend entitlements, preemptive rights, and shareholder governance rights, as prescribed by corporate law and governance regulations.